afternoon. How are we all doing? Hopefully we've got audio. Yes, I think we've got audio today. Amazing. I've been messing with this camera here today as well, so it's hellish bright for some reason. So I've changed the settings on it. Got a blurry background now, which is better, isn't it? How are we all doing then? Just come off of Andrew's live. I see he's in. Welcome in, Andrew. Aaron's in. Aaron in first, I believe. Ooh. Then Mr. Pitco. Who else we got in? Bob's in. Hi, Bob. Tim's in. Hi, Tim. Bob's playing with a tuner today, is he? Trio. Who else we got in? Bob wants to buy the transmitter. Bob. I think I've seen Wenlock. How you doing, Wenlock? Good evening to you, mate. So it's a bit better time for our Australian friends at the moment, that. I think Andrew said it's coming up to 9 o'clock over in Oz. So yeah. So reason I'm on a bit earlier today is because, of course, it's the British Grand Prix today. So I've got to watch that. That's live at 3. So I will be heading off just before 3 for those of you that want to plan your afternoon around it. So Benji's in, Andy's in. Hi, Andy. Andrew Littleboy. Hi, Andrew. We've got a lot of Andrews in today. This is going to be really confusing, isn't it? Alex is in. How you doing, mate? You just put up a ground-mounted vertical whip tuned for 14 megs. Nice. You do a bit of 20-meter DX in, Andrew, are you? Alex even. Gavin's in. Hi, Gavin. So yeah, this is a strange bit of kit. This I actually met up with a guy in the works car park, and he handed me this out of his boot. So fingers crossed we can get this sorted. Although I've got a funny feeling we're not going to be able to get it going today. Afternoon, Anthony. How are you, mate? 9 PM now, Andrew, is it? Oh, that's okay then. Yeah. So it depends what time you go to bed, I suppose, isn't it? So yeah, this is a bit of a strange thing. I can't find any info on it anywhere. I did find a very weird sort of model number. Well, not model number. I found a badge inside that says that the manufacturer's badge has gone off the back of it. So it's very difficult to try and identify this thing. I did take some photos yesterday, which I meant to put up for my Patreons, but forgot all about it. And the channel members. Where was it? Yeah, okay, it's this. Let's just... Can I flip that? Rotate left, yes I can. So the only markings I can find anywhere on this record player, I mean, it says it's 7.5 volts. This is the type. Now, it's a Pi, but I believe Philips made these things and they were just badged Pi. This is in underneath the platter, so it says 9098 850 09159. Now that's the type, not the serial numbers down here. And then we've got this A810 down here, LF. I don't know what that means. Anybody into record players that can identify that? That's the only markings I can find anywhere on it. That's it. As I say, that is in underneath the platter. So, should be interesting. So 7.5 volts, it uses D cells. But there is a power socket inside it, so I've got that hooked up. Well, I haven't got it hooked up, but I will. So yeah, if you want to take a screenshot of that a minute, just see if you can find any info while we're having a look around at some other stuff. Yeah, it's warming up here now, but luckily it's not as hot, anywhere near as hot. Southeast Australia, Wenlock. Nice. Who else have we got? So you're southeast, Andrew's east. We just need the full house of Aussie followers now. Low fidelity. I don't know. It's strange, isn't it? Philips used massive, great numbers for their kit, didn't they? Their model numbers were ridiculous. Maybe it's because they made so many of the blimmin' things. Okay, so I tried that. I tried that as well, Gavin. It just won't. It won't do it. It just will not. It says it's a portable record player. That's all it knows. It can't find the model number anywhere. There is one on eBay that I found, but again, that's got no model number on it. Excuse me, I'm on the Red Bull Coconut Edition, eh? Sugar-free. Nice. Yeah, I've tried everything, Gavin. I've tried a recognition on that number. I've tried a recognition on the deck itself, the case, everything. I can't find anything anywhere. So it's really, really strange. 26, but going to get up to 28. 32 plus. Well, I think the maximum we're going to get here next week is about 25, I think. A Typhoon. 200 mile an hour. Wow. Don's in Perth. You're in Ballarat. David's in Brisbane. I don't know where that is. My geography knowledge is not great. I know where Australia is, Andrew. That's about it. I know where Australia is. Kangaroos live there. Okay, so we've got some beer, as you can see on here. Everyone's favourite tipple. I think Tim's very often on this. He's very often found with this on his bench. Old Speckled Hen. It's just one that I had. It's been in the fridge actually because it's been so hot here. So let's have a quick look at Speckled Hen. Well, they do quite a few different ones. I quite like Old Crafty, and I've had that before. They do a alcohol-free one as well, which I'm not keen on. For some reason, they can't really make a decent alcohol-free bitter. I can drink the lagers, the alcohol-free ones, and I can drink the alcohol-free Guinness, but I cannot do these alcohol-free bitters. None of them. I've tried quite a few. Old Master Hand. I think, didn't we have one of these at Christmas? I think we did, didn't we? That was nice. So there's your old speckled hen. And of course, the old speckled hen is the emblem of MG, isn't it? Yes, MG car company. So that's what they've used for the label, is the MG symbol. 1929 to 1979. So the old 1927 was affectionately known as the Old Speckled Un, because it was speckledlet. Cellulose fabric stretched over a wooden frame. There you are. So yeah, Old Speckled Hen. Nice. So while we're in here, we'll jump straight on to a YouTube channel that I've watched a little bit of recently, and I think Ricardo is a subscriber. Does he come into the problem is there's so many Ricardos, isn't there? You never know if this is the chap that comes into my streams, but I've watched a few of his videos recently, actually. He's been using the Tiny SA, which I've got, to show you how to tune up radios, which is really interesting. I've never really used it for that. I've only ever used it really for CBs and that, trying to find spurious, whatever you call it. So yeah, got Ricardo as the channel of the week, and as I say, he does a lot of stuff. I know it's foreign, but a lot of this is actually dubbed into English for those of you that speak English. I don't. Where's he actually from? Does he say? Brazil. Yeah, I'm sure Ricardo's been in my streams before. I'm sure he has. But yeah, interesting, really interesting channel. A lot of stuff on radio, so right up our street. And he does quite a few repairs as well. So there you go. Link is in the description of this video. Yeah, I mean, you're welcome to take a screenshot in a minute and see if you can find it. 3132 in North Devon on Thursday. Really, Kevin? I had a look. I mean, I found the most reliable app is the Met Office one. Let me have a look. See what the Met Office is saying now, because it might have changed. I haven't looked at it this morning. So yeah, I know you probably can't see that. No, I'll stick it in the main camera a minute. Look. So yeah, it's saying Wednesday 26, Thursday 24, Friday 26, Saturday 26. So, I mean, this is up near me, which is Great Torrington. Oh, that's the closest place to me. Today it's saying highs of 22, look. But it is warming up in here. The thing is, it's always warmer in here than it is outside because of all the lights and everything. But yeah, it's saying 26 is the max here for this week. And that, as I say, that is the Met Office official app. So that's a good little app if any of you are in the UK. Whoa, a beer shower, liking it. So on that note, I suppose we better crack the old speckled pan open. I call it speckled pan because, you know, if you've had a bit too much of this. It's April's asking not to ask that. Saying not to ask that, Aaron. Met Office says 28. You like the speckled hen, did you, Andrew? Yeah, Tim will have one later. I better drink this first because it won't mix very well, will it, with the Red Bull Coconut Edition. Mrs. Cruncher found me that. It's a nice bit of kit, that. Anyway, cheers. Just trying to wake yourself up with these early starts, you know. Let's crack this open. I say it's been in the fridge, but you know, us Brits like our beer warm, don't we? It's going in the Radiocruncher beer container today. Cool. It smells a bit. It's got a nice smell, actually. Let's pop it in. Pop it in. So I don't think you can advertise beer on telly anymore now, can you? But I think they've got over that with all this 0% stuff. Your sister was in the UK one lot. Where did she go to? Oh, Christchurch. Down south. I'm trying to think this. I'm trying to think of, is it Dorset, Christchurch? I think it is. Oh, okay, Pitco's got some info for us. Pi Phillips LF stands for low frequency. A is identifying the production stamp, line inspection revision. The type number identifies the chassis. Yeah, but you just can't find any info on it, can you, Pitco? You're going to sample a glass or two of red wine later, are you, Bob? Did Baz haven't dropped in here yet, has he? I haven't missed Baz. 74 Fahrenheit. I don't understand Fahrenheit. I used to. Because, I mean, 70 Fahrenheit used to, well, 71. 70 used to be 21 degrees, didn't it? It's like an ice cream cone now, that. So I've also altered the colour temperature of these lights as well. God, they're blooming bright. Just to see. Hey, Rob's in. You weren't expecting me on earlier. You should have got a notification, Rob. Did I call you Bob then? Rob. Yeah, it's going on earlier for the Grand Prix today, Rob, at Silverstone. Anyway, cheers, everybody. Here's to an easy fix or an impossible fix. You just never know, do you? Poor old Andrew with that blimmin' R300. He's struggling with that thing. That's a monster, isn't it? I don't know. Apparently they were made by Philips, but I can't... I can't find out an awful lot. I did a lot of searching yesterday when I was deciding what to do for the live stream. I did loads and loads of searching to try and find what it was. I did it all through Google Lens or Google AI. See, there's a lot of stuff on Philips. There's a lot of stuff. These were made by Philips in France for and just badged Pi, I believe. Okay, no, can't find it. Techno bars. Probably, about 23 degrees down. You bought some of the Iron Maiden beers yesterday. All right. Mick Mac, how are you, mate? Well, without further ado, let's just get my beer out of the way. Let's put the rest of that bottle in. Should fit in there now. Yeah, there we go. It's not a bad pint, that. It's not a bad pint at all. 4.8%, so it's sort of session beer, isn't it? Sort of one you can drink. You can drink about 20 pints of that and you'll be fine. Right, let's zoom out a bit. So this is the case of it. I mean, if you wanna, anybody wants to take a quick screenshot and Google Lens that. I know my gun's in the way, look. There you go. So if you Google Lens that one, take a quick screenshot. It's got OF, Pi of Cambridge. Oh, I thought that's France, but Pi of Cambridge. OF. What does OF mean? It means of, doesn't it? Dear, oh dear. Steve, how you doing, mate? I don't think it is Steve. I think this is the issue, but I think it's got a very old style cartridge in it. So this is the inside of it. Again, if you want to do a screenshot of that, see if you can Google it. Will I have another sip? No, I'll finish off my Red Bull. Question for you. Oh, thank you very much, Rob. Good luck on the Milwaukee. Steve, the question is how to test the cartridge. So, you know, normally you just touch a needle and you should hear it. If you've got the volume up, you should hear it making a noise through the speaker. Well, it doesn't do that. Let's just demo that a minute. So I'm going to plug it into the power supply. It's got this weird DIN plug on it. I just assume that's for connecting it up to external amp or external speakers. Again, no information on this at all. It's obviously 7.5 volts. So let's whack that in there. Nothing happens. Okay, let's pop the power on. So if we lift up the arm, you can see it starts rotating, and if I touch this with the volume up max, I should get loads of noise coming out the speaker, but I don't. So it could be a problem with the amp, but I don't think it is, because when I had my phone near it earlier, just rest that gently there a minute. When I had my phone near it earlier, it's not going to do it now, is it? Yeah, when I had my phone near it earlier, it was making a buzzing noise. I think the amplifier's all right. I've got a feeling it's the cartridge. So it's how to test the cartridge. Try touching. I've done that with a screwdriver. Still makes no difference. Benching it. No noise at all. Nada. So let's unplug it. Let's pop it out of its chassis and we'll see. Yeah, I just did that, Steve. Nothing at all, mate. Nothing. Let's get a little tub or something to put these in. I'm going to put them in. When my little tubs are full. Let's get another one then. I mean, it could be a capacitor on the amplifier, something like that. Let's get it out of the case a minute. I have got a schematic for it. Look. Let's just show you the schematic. Let's show you the schematic. If I can get to the right place. No, I think I put it in the streaming folder. Buy schematic, there we go. So there's a schematic for it. Oh, damn. But that's actually pasted in the bottom of the case inside. So I've photographed it and blown it up so we can have a look at it. So there's our power supply. We've got a 1600 microfarad capacitor right across the supply, but the motor is running, so I don't think that's going to be an issue, and it's not shown as a short. It's not drawing a huge amount of current. This is the pickup over here, coming in 100k. Is that the volume pot or is that a trimmer? I'm not sure. Again, there's no information. We've got another pot up here. I would think that's probably the volume pot, isn't it? Looking at this, BC108. And then we've got a pair over here. So first and second driver, an output pair. That's got to be something to do with the bias on these two, I expect. And we've got a thermistor in there as well. We've got lots of electrolytics in there, but yeah, I'm not convinced. I mean, if we touch the volume control, if we touch a wiper of that with a screwdriver and we get a noise through, then pretty much we can say that this is okay. Or I can inject a tone there maybe. So yeah, that's what's stuck in the bottom of the case here. Let's go back to the screen. If I can find it. Where are we? There we are. Okay. Nick's in. Hi, Nick. Stick a scope across it. Across what? Across the cartridge. Come on, out. Get out. So that's where the circuit diagram lives. We've got another number in there that says, like, I think it says 192 something 68, so 1968 potentially. I don't know. Let's pop that down on the floor. Get this speaker out the way a little bit. So let's connect some power back up to it. Turn the volume up. So we've got these wires off here. I don't know if that's supposed to be wired onto here. I think that could be our issue, couldn't it? No. I think that is one issue, is that wire is off of there. Let me get you in a bit closer. Actually, I'll get you in on the overhead camera, that'd be easier. Let's go in a bit closer. Come on, are you going to focus or not? Needs to be over there a little bit more to focus, don't we? Yeah. So this is the two wires from the pickup. There's that one, and then there's this one, but that seems to be connected together, but surely that's got to go onto there. I mean, this is the speaker wire here, or not. I'm not sure. Definitely looks like something was on here. So if I have a poke about, where's the volume pot? Volume pot is there. So the amp is okay. I've just if you didn't see what I was doing there, it's because I'm zoomed in so much, but the volume pot is, if I can get it in shot, is over here, look. So I'm just touching the center one, which is the wiper. So the amp's working. No problem. Should that wire be connected though? This is the question. Should that wire be connected onto there? Then that is both the speaker output, and that's onto that there. But that is joined together with the black and the red wire there, which go out to this thing, this crazy old thing here. According to this, one side of that pickup should go to a 22 NF capacitor, and the other side should go to ground. So whether that goes in through, because that side of the cap is positive by the looks of it. Which is that one then? That must be the 640. Yeah, that's a 640, so that's on the output. Yeah, strange. So we've definitely got the amplifier stage just fine. There's no problems with that at all. It's to do with this pickup. I mean, I can't get... I mean, is it even wired up right? I mean, someone might have messed up the wire in here. It does look like someone's been in here. So that's our positive rail there, isn't it? So one side of this is going to be ground. So I would say that's the speaker ground. Speaker positive is through that. I don't think that should be connected there. Where should the pickup go? It should go to the volume pot, and it should go to the 2.2 NF. So let's cut the power a minute. Let's get the multimeter out if I can find it. It's under here buried. Let's go back to the main camera a minute. Let's have a little look. That should go to the positive side of the volume pot over there. And it doesn't. Interesting. I think this has been wired up wrong, you know. I think that should go to over here, that pickup connection. Someone's been in here. Someone's been in. If we look at the board here, so according to the schematic, let's focus. According to the schematic, the pickup wire goes to the volume input. Now there's a pad there, look, with nothing on it. And it also goes to a capacitor, which I bet is that one there, which is also a resistor, which I bet is that one there. So the capacitor is 2.2 NF and the resistor is 33K. They should be in series. Let's clip that arm back on a minute before we kill it. So that's that capacitor. I can't tell what it is because it's one of those weird ones. It's got red, just a red blob of capacitor that goes from there to there. Then got, yeah, a resistor. That is orange, orange, orange. Is that 33K? Orange, orange, orange? Is that 33K? Orange, orange, orange? Let's get my little ready rat, see if I can find it out before you can tell me. Yeah, it is. 3K. So yeah, I reckon that pickup wire's got to go on there. And is this ground here? Is that ground, I wonder? We just have a bit of a... Yeah. That pickup wire, I reckon, has got to go between those two. Oh, dear. So walked over my grave then. What do you think? Am I right? Or am I barking up the wrong tree again? I need to go loo, so I'll be back in a second. I'll be back. What do you reckon then? Are we on the right track? I'm gonna solder that across there in a second. I don't know, Anthony, but I think someone's tried to have a go at fixing this and has got those wires totally the wrong way around. So, I mean, we ain't gonna need the DIN wires. So let's get busy. Where are we? Over here. Yeah, it's definitely been got at, hasn't it? Let's get the soldering iron out. Let's get rid of this. Because I'm not really worried about the DIN lead at this stage. Let's see if we can get it working first. Oh, careful, Graham. He's done a proper wrap it up job on that wire. Wrapper. Done a proper wrap up job on that. Is that in focus? I think it was, yeah. Let's see if I can suck that off. Right, let's get back over this side then. Where are we? There we are. Let's just prop that up a little bit better so you can see. Focus. So, to me, see, the shield wire is going to be our ground. Now, this could make a horrible squealing noise, go pop and bang, and we're away. But let's hope it doesn't. It looks like something's been taken off of there and there. I'll try to do this cack-handed again as usual. It's difficult to work under the camera like this, really. That's my excuse. Get up. Get up. No. Stay away. Right. He go bang or he work. One or the other. It's working. Can you believe that? What on earth is going on? Right, let's just put this. How about that for a bit of fault finding? That could be the easiest fix I've done to date. Well, I've done easier ones, but let me go and get a record. Let me go and get a record a minute. It won't be a sec. I don't think I got one here, have I? Right. So one problem we have is we have no platter. So I don't even know if this will stick on there. Loving it. Excellent. Surely they're not going to do a copyright hit on that, are they? Wow. We might get a hit for that. What is it going to do with a... This is massive on the deck. It's going to overhang this. Let's get a bit of James Last on, because I know you loved that last time. Bit dusty. Brotherhood of Man. No, it was Eddie Grant, actually, Nick. What random tune can we play on this? Side 2, so we're going to need to move that out of the way a bit. 33 up. It's not very loud. Good old James. Fixed. Wow, I don't believe it. I do not believe that that was all it was. Sounds like a volume pot wants a bit of a squirt. So we do a little bit of servicing, but the deck seems to be running fine. And last of all, I have got a 78 here to trial it. This is some Everly Brothers, which is a bit precious really, but I'm not sure which is the A side. Never can tell on these, can you? Well, that's HLA 8554. So is that. So we've got Should We Tell Him? And This Little Girl of Mine. Let's go with Shall We Tell Him? So let's try 78. Cool, he's motoring now. Bit of tweaking with the copyright situation there on those, but what about it? Well, you say it needs a 78 stylus. I don't know. It's a weird stylus on this. Oh, I forgot it's still on. It's a strange stylus because it's actually got 2 needles on it. Let me see if I can get it out again. I think it's got to come down and get pushed back, isn't it? Was it? Yeah, it pushes back and comes out. Oh no, maybe it hasn't. Maybe it should have. Let's just get the microscope in the picture, and we'll have a look at the stylus, see what it's doing. If I can get it in shots, yes I can. Okay, it looks like we've actually got one stylus missing. If I go side on with it. So if I go side on with it, we go to the microscope. Where are we? Yeah, so you can see there, look, that we've got a half decent stylus, but there is a. Can you see there's another hole there? So should there have been 2 stylus tips in that, or just the one? What do you think? No, there's no flip over on it. There's no flip over on it. It's not one of those. But I don't know whether it's supposed to have 2 needles in it or not. but the tip does look okay. Let's see if I can get in maximum. Let's take the Everly Brothers record off, because I can hear me scratching across that. I don't really want to wreck my Everly Brothers 78. Go there. Right, I'm going to try and sort of hold it there steady, but try that. Is that in focus? Where is it? Come on, focus up. That's about as sharp as I can get it. Ooh. Where is it now? Where are you? I don't think that's a precious stone, do you? It's just a needle, but it's okay. It is okay, to be fair. That's fine. That is fine, but got really dirty connections on the back there, so we'll give them a clean off a minute. That might improve the volume a little bit. Where's me cotton buds? Okay, I think those are silver and they have tarnished. So I'm going to have to give it a little bit of a tickle with the fiberglass pencil, I think. A little bit of a tickle. Brass. Always the same. I've got 3 of these. I've got brass, steel and fiberglass, and you can bet your life I always pick up the steel and... yeah, there we go, fibre. Right, let's just give these a little bit of a zhuzh up. That's a lot better. Wow, they were messy. Let's do the same to the back here. I think it connects to the back, or it might be the top. Let's do both. Give them another little wipe. See if that's made any difference to the volume. I don't know where my stylus brush is. Actually, could have done with giving that a little bit of a clean as well. Now I don't know what I've done with the records. Where did Eddie go? A cappella. Let's play him on. Let's play him on 33. I'm assuming it's not supposed to be that loud, being its battery. You know, end of the day, if it was mega loud, then it would drain the batteries in no time, wouldn't it? Come on, get out. Thank you. God, I'll tell you what. Right, volume pot. Where is it? Can we get at it? Oh, no, what was that? That's the batteries erupting. Yes, we can get at the volume pot. Right, okay. Let's get the old epoxid in there. If I can find a straw. Where's all my straws gone? Oh, there's one. Don't think that went in. That definitely did. Oh, that's gone a lot nicer. It gave birth, yeah. Well, I think potentially there could be a capacitor change going on. Maybe that would increase the volume a little bit. I wonder if we can test it in circuit. I doubt it, but you never know. Let's check this one, because this one should be 640. In circuit leaky. Well, it is in circuit. Let's pop it out and have a look. I mean, if one's bad, the likelihood is that the rest are going to be as well, isn't it? Let's get Eddie out of the way. Let's turn on the old sucky suck. Have another sip of my beer. Cheers, everybody. Low-end pickup, hence the lack of volume. Give it a longer life with a caps change. Yeah. It has got a DC power jack. That's what I'm plugged into, Aaron. Timo Beck. BC548. If I had a hammer. Anyone else dropped in that I've missed? It's starting to get warm in here. You thought it really was Pinky and Perky. I've got no Pinky and Perky albums. No Pinky and Perky albums here. So look, I think it's that one. And that one. Right, let's get some different clip leads on this thing then. Ow. Oh, sir. Stab that into my finger then. Right, 640 microfarads in. Have a guess. Be quick. 640 microfarads. Let's make sure it's got no charge left in it. $640. Thanks, Rob. Can't beat a bit of beer showering down. Got another 640 to go in there. Well, it won't be a 640, will it? It'll be 680, won't it? Oh, strange. Okay. 2. Here we go again. Lack of 640 microfarad caps, I'll bet. 680 even. Sit on there. Way too big. Plenty of thousands. $2,200s. Ain't gonna be 680. I'll pull 3.3 off here. All the 390s. 3,300s. No, nothing in there. I know I've got them in axials, but I don't really want to chuck an axial in there. 680, here we go. What have we got there? It's gone 680 at 50 volts. Doesn't need to be 50 volter, but I think that's the smallest I've got. Apart from what year's on the cap? It is good. Doesn't say. Doesn't say. 680, that's Vichy. That'll be mentally expensive for the customer. Any other 680s knocking about? 68s. Deep in the darkest archive. No, that's. It's going to be that one then, isn't it? Right, okay, here we go then. Are you ready? $804. It's risen quite a bit. Let's have a look here. So it's that way round. That way round, so that's the negative there. There's a positive there. I think. I hope. Soon find out, won't we? Yeah, there's no date on that one. I was thinking about the caps on this the other day, and there is a 1600 microfarad in there, which is across the motor. Oh, that's my tummy. And again. This is where we see if that's actually the right way round. Put the power on. Yes, it is. Okay, good. That's one done that needed doing. Who got that, Benji? Well done, Benji. So let's have another look at the schematic. Let's see which one would have, if I can find the photo. Where's the photo gone? Here. There's definitely a screen cap in it. So let's have a look at the audio caps then. So yeah, I mean, to be fair, it's an audio amplifier, all of this, so all of these caps could potentially cause low volume. Now, would 1600 across the supply, would that matter too much as a value? I'm trying to think what I've got that would go back over there. Let's have a look. I mean, 2200 is probably about the closest one I've got to it. I don't want to put 1000 across it because that's a bit too much of a difference, isn't it? Just trying to think. I have got some slightly different values here. What is this blue one? This big old bluey here. I think they're slightly less, or are they slightly more? No, 2700 they are. 3300. 2200. Would that be okay, do you reckon? Across there, or we could test it and see what it's like first? $2200 at 35 volts. I'll leave the caps down here because I've got. I think we'll recap this. See if we can bring the volume up a little bit. So yeah, we're looking at this cap here. Just trying to see if I can just desolder one leg of it. It's going to melt the it's going to melt the record deck if I put any more heat on it. It may be more than 2200 already, yeah. Could well be, can it? It's not going to come desoldered without melting all of this. There's only like a little plastic thing holding it in there. It's not great. You know, it's moving as I'm heating it. Nice, isn't it? Maybe if I click that on there, there's a bit of a heat sink. Just need to bend that wire down, then I can heat it up. Heat it up and pull it out there, you see. That's the plan. There's somewhere I've got another set of forceps here. Ooh, not those. These little rubbishy ones. God, these are terribly bad. Come on, thank you. There we go. Right, 1600. Eyes down looking. What do you think? What do you think this one's going to measure? Could disconnect one side, otherwise I'll be measuring the motor, which we don't want to do. 1600 then. What do you think? Let's walk that aircon on a minute. It's going to get a bit hot. 23, 1850. But it's only a, is it a filter cap that across the supply? Yeah, I think it'll be fine. Let's do it then. Wow, it's it's absolutely bang on 1800. So that's gone a little bit high. But not as high as my 22. I mean, what's that as a percentage? So 1600 plus 20%. It's within spec. I'm going to stick it back in. He's staying. That one's staying. So who had the closest to that then? 1800. We had some 1850s, didn't we? We had Tim at 1850. Benji was bang on. What? No. Psychic Benji. Psychic Benji strikes again. Psychic Benji strikes again. Let's bend that one as it was then. Like that. Another way. Just whop a bit of solder on that, and we'll call that job done. We're not going to change that just for the hell of it. It's not going to make any difference to the audio as such. It lives to fight another day, that one. Right, okay. This board is quite awkward to work on like this. Can we invert it into here? Let's pull the power supply out. Okay, now we can see it a bit better. really awkward because I can't see really where they go. There's only two screws, I mean, to disconnect that. Yeah, that's going to make it a damn sight easier to get at if I disconnect those two. So that one's got a what's its name washer on it. And that one hasn't. Yes, it has. Okay. They both have. That's better. Now we're in business. Okay. Let's do these one at a time. Always start with the hardest one first. So let's go with this one first. So this is a positive here. Let's put a mark on that one. It's a positive. On this one, that's a positive. This one, that's a positive. This one back here, can't really see that one. This one, that's a positive. And we've got this one, that's a positive. Right, we've got a plan. Let's get them out. Let's get you in a bit closer so you can see what's going on. Oh, kicking the computer. Joe's in. Did I not say hello to you, Joe? Apologies. You just dropped in. I know the streaming doesn't normally start till 2 o'clock, so I may have thrown a few of you a little bit with my early start for the British Grand Prix. Okay, so let's do that one first because that's the most difficult one to get to. I think that's it. No, it's that one. Boy came out of there. So this one is 64 at 10 volts. 64 at 10. Eyes down. Let's see who's got this one. 64 at 10 volts. So it's going to have to be a 68, isn't it? Now, have I got any normal 68s? I did have. A load of new ones, but not that many new ones. Panasonic FC, nice capacitor, 68. There we go. Whew. So let me think about this. Solder that one in a minute while you're guessing. Doesn't look particularly nice though. Let's just give that a squirt of flux on it. Better. How we doing? About 5:30 in the morning, Joe? Oh, is it? Oh, wow, sorry about that, mate. My apologies for getting you up so early. Our Aussie friends are loving it. So let's do it. 76. Fairly high ESR though. Who's that then? 77 for Bob. Gotta be Bob. That's Bob a job. Bob a job. Job, Bob. Sorted. That one was high. Next. Let's do the other difficult one, which is this one here. So the grind goes across to there. So I think it's there to there. Right, let me just solder that one back on because I desoldered the wrong wire to start with. If you don't do this as you go along, you end up with a dry joint and you wonder why it's not working after you've repaired it. Okay. So I believe it's there and there. Hopefully the air conditioner is not too noisy. I was quite surprised actually because when I did the long wave live stream, I thought it would be a bit too much, but it was actually not too bad. Okay, well, this is a 1 microfarad. Is that right? Look at my eyes. Yeah, 1 microfarad at 40 volts. One at 40. 1 microfarad. This will be interesting. I bet that's one of the ones that could potentially be causing us an issue. Let's grab a 1. Interesting. Have to stretch your legs on this one. Whoa, really gonna have to stretch your legs. In fact, can't even get my fingers in there. Definitely 1 in there, yeah. Not pretty, but I'll straighten it up in a minute after I've soldered it in. Again, this is one of those circuit boards that's like really, really rubbish. Right, are we done on the 1? Are we done on the 1? Andrew's off. Cheers, Andrew. Catch you soon, mate. .11. Nothing wrong with that one. Who had that? 1.11. Bob again, really? Tropical fish is all right. As long as they don't get damp and crack up, they're fine. They go on forever. Right. Where are we going next? Let's go forward now then. Let's go to this one. Looks like it is there to there. That seems straight, but yeah, it looks like it is. Across there. Yes. Okay, this one is a 320. 320 this time. 320, so we've got to put 330 back in there. 320 then. Eyes down looking. How are we all doing? Let's get this next one out. While you're having to think about that last one. So we're gonna have to go in with an expensive cap, aren't we? Can we go a little bit lower at 470? I think we could probably get away with a 470 in there, couldn't we? Oh, sorry, you don't know what I'm banging on about now. Just put a 330 in, haven't I? That's it. Yeah, that's it. Let's bang a 470 in there. There's the next one coming out. It's a 500, by the way, but that's top secret. I haven't told you that yet. Right, how are we doing on the 330? Or 330, was it? It was 320, wasn't it? Yeah, 320. Are we all done yet? Push your button then. That ain't bad, to be fair. 380. Who's closest to that then? 380. We've got some 345, 350. Is that Benji again? I think that's Benji, isn't it? Or yeah. It's got to be Benji. Okay, next one's 500 then. 500 microfarads. Weird size, I know, but, you know. It's the 60s for you. There's only one left now, and that's between there and there. So there's not really any howlers as such yet, is there? It's nothing really too untoward here. Another 500. So we've got two 500s to go at. I think that's probably it. Yep, that's all of them. That's all she wrote. So 2 500s. Over tighten those. Whew. Right, let's have a look then at the 500s. First one. Oh. 867. Ooh. That ain't good. Let's try the other one. 689. Whoa, they're both knackered. Baz, how you doing, mate? Who had those then? Let's plug back in. Let's make sure she still works. See if it's any louder. Let's turn that off. We have no output now at all. What? We got a wire off somewhere. God. Hope we got a wire off somewhere. Oh no. Have we got a wire off somewhere? What's going on? We should have tried it after every capacitor, really, shouldn't we? They're definitely both on there. They're on. They're on. What is going on? Do the old screwdriver. No, our amplifier's died for some reason. Why? We haven't done nothing. You gotta love it, man. Why don't we just leave it alone, eh? Why didn't we just leave it alone? Okay, let's have a think here. What we're going to do here, Graham. Maybe one of these transistors didn't like the new voltage up it. I would definitely connect it up right. Shouldn't have made much difference with those slightly lower value caps. That one's definitely the right way around. One there, negative at the back. Positive there. Yeah, that's fine. This one in behind here. Yeah, that's good. This one, the little one. Yeah, negative there, positive there. And this one. Wow, I really don't understand what's going on there. Well, that's it, people. Thanks for watching today. And catch you all soon. I need to just prop this up a minute. What I'm going to do is just get the thermal camera on, see if we've got anything getting warm there. It doesn't look like it's drawn a lot of current. And then I'm going to have to inject a signal in it and trace it through. Oh, my nightmare. What a pain in the back body. So potentially I could have got a capacitor the wrong way round, but I did mark it all on the board before I took them out. Yeah. Well, I did mark them, Rob. I'm pretty sure. Thank you for the super chat, mate. What's the unconnected black sheath lead? No, that is nothing to do with it. That's the pickup thingamajigger. Because, I mean, if we've got a cap in the wrong way around, it's going to be getting hot. And I can't see... There's a bit of heat down in here, but I think that's... Yeah, that resistor's getting quite hot in there. So what do we agree then? Oh, yeah, that was getting quite hot, 38 degrees. Hang on. It might be touching. I don't think it is though. Apologies, but I've got to nip to the loo again. I'll be back. The Outlaw, how you doing, mate? Australia, welcome in. I'll be right back. Right, back in the room. 57 RZ, game over. How you doing, mate? Have I missed anybody else? I said I would have bounced, didn't I? Yeah, this is just to a DIN connector. It's almost like we've got something disconnected, isn't it? I mean, touching the volume control gives us nothing now. And it did. So let's just try that again then. Still nothing. Still no output. I have to prop this up a little bit. What else can I use to prop it up? What is going on here then? I mean, it does sort of seem like there's a wire off somewhere. Ignore this because these aren't connected anyway. It's working fine without those before. But that resistor in there is still getting pretty hot compared to the rest of the circuit. But it is a power resistor, it's quite a big one, so okay. So we're going to have to inject a signal in this thing and just see where it's going to. So it's drawing 70 milliamps, which it was before, but that's mainly the motor, not the amp. Let's just kill the power a minute. So I'm going to inject on the top end of the volume pot. And I can turn the noise down with the thing then. Can I hook that on there? Do you reckon? Yeah, potentially. Right, okay. Let's chuck a signal in here. So I'm just using my O1 for a minute. It's a quick and easy way to stick a signal in. So I'm going to go in on that, which is basically the same as going on there, and negative. Where are we going to pick the negative up? Let's put the negative up from here. Right. Let's zoom out. So I need to change this to signal generator mode, which is there. So 1 kilohertz, 0.2 volts, peak to peak, ideal. That should be fine. Let's get my signal tracer. Could do it with an oscilloscope, but you know. No, I don't like that. Why doesn't it like that? Because somehow we've jammed the deck. No, doesn't like that. Drawing too much current there for some reason. What's stopping our deck going round? Is it this? Why are we drawing too much current all of a sudden? That's better. Does it want to connect that up then, is it? Yeah. Okay, so do I use that as a ground? Well, that's the ground there of the pot. Let's just connect up to the ground of the pot a minute then. Go both sides of the volume pot, because that should be connected to ground. In theory, if I can get the probe in there. Ah, I had it then. No. Okay. So nothing coming out. So let's see where we got a signal then. Sounds very weak. Is that fully up? Try to think which way round it is now. Other way. Sounds weak. Let's bump that up a bit. Oh. Come on. Where's it stopping to then? So it's a wiper there. It's not on that transistor. What the hell? Where's the output? It's down here. So we've got one driver there. Ah, there's one down here. Well, it's not going through that BC108. Also goes through that resistor there. So BC108's there. That should go up to that driver transistor. So it's not going, the signal's not going through the BC108. Stop that a minute. Let's just have a look, see what the voltages are on that. So the BC108 is the very first driver, I believe. Let's have a quick look. I didn't the outlaw, no. Yeah, you're right, Baz. I think we've got a transistor just decided to die. Seems strange, doesn't it, being that we were playing it just now. So we've got a signal to this one. Now, is that the base? So we're looking at a 22 junction 22K and 47 NF after the volume pot. So I'm injecting a signal here, which is going through the wiper. It's going into the base of this, but it's not coming out of here. Now, what else could be causing that? It could be maybe that this one's the wrong way round, but I don't think so. Could mess up that one if that was wrong, I suppose. That's the only thing I could think of. It's one of the 500 microfarads, which had gone high. Right, BC108, where are you? So, wiper. It's going to get the steady board up so I can see it. Okay, so let me get some sort of pointery thing so I can see where I'm going. So we've got our wiper comes up, goes up, 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 up into there. So we've got it there. That is not there though, is it? Where's it going from there? It's really difficult because this damn board is at a funny angle, isn't it? I'm going to need to take the board back out again so I can get it a little bit easier. I've got to put my own photo on it again, haven't I? Seems to be the story of my life at the moment, that does. So that wiper should be connected to the base of one of that. Okay, that's too much. 14K. 47, so it comes up through there. So it goes through a 47 NF cap first. It comes up to here. Yeah, that'll be a 47 that goes down to there. So that's the base there. I'll tell you what I have got is I've got a picture of the board. I have got here somewhere a picture of the board. The 320 or the 500. You screenshot the diagram, did you? Yeah. And they're good quality caps, those. Let me just have a look at the picture I shot of the board then. Just shut that up a minute. So I should be able to get a gauging of whether I've got this the right way around by looking at this picture then. So that one there, yes, definitely negative at the back. This one, negative at the back, yes. This one, this one negative that way, that one negative that way, yes. This one negative towards the back, yes. And this one negative down there. Yeah, so all my caps are in the right way. 100%. All incorrectly the right way round. So what has gone wrong? Have we got a wire pulled off somewhere? Yeah, I don't know. So all of those caps are correct. Pretty sure I did go through those, didn't I? Yeah. It's a mystery. But somehow, oh, I mean, I might have to pull the BC 108 just to prove it's okay. Just go and take a picture of it a minute. Where it is on the board. What do you think? I've definitely got all that the right way round. They're all okay, and then they're pretty close to all the values that were in there. can't see a slightly lesser cap killing the amplifier dead. It doesn't seem to be going past that BC 108 though. Let's pop it out and we'll have a look in a minute. It's going to hurt to take it out, is it? How are we doing for time? Got an hour yet? We're okay. No beer left. What I have got though is my lunch. So this is going to go in now. Could the pot have gone open? DC voltage measurements, yeah. I can do those. I've got no schematic. Well, I've got a schematic for this, but no manual. And we can check the voltages on that one. Right, what have I done with my prop-up batteries now? Let's do some DC measurements then. So say the thing's not activated until I think it's this that sets it going. So rather than keep messing and pulling the arm in and out, let's just bridge that across. That's that switch on the arm, I think, anyway. Yes, it is. Let's have a look then. Measurements on the BC 108. I've got loads of BC 108s, by the way, so if it is a problem, we can change it easy. If I can untangle my leads now. Right, so we'll go with that as a ground. So that's... maybe that's the wrong ground then. Yeah. Why are we getting a negative voltage there then? Unless it's one of them things that's round the other way. You know, positive 2. I don't think it is though, is it? Well, that's ground there. We know that. Let's go from there to there. So you've got minus 2.6 there. Minus 0. And minus 0. Although there is a difference. So maybe it's the other way around and I've got to use the positive as the ground. 2.6. I don't think that's enough voltage though, is it? To switch it on. No, that's not right. So it could be the BC 108. It could potentially be that one. Let's just pop it out and have a look. Nothing to lose. I'm getting a bit tied up in knots here. Let's have a clear up a minute. It is positive ground, yeah, I thought it was. They're always sent to try us, these things, aren't they? It's a problem we had with Andrew's R303 earlier. Positive ground. Let's turn that one off. Get out of the way for a minute. So to me, that transistor's not working. I mean, ooh, there goes my lovely. Lovely support mechanism. Let's get that out of it. I say, unless I put a dodgy cap in it somewhere, but I don't think that would stop it working, would it? There's a bit of a clear up here. I've got way too much stuff on the bench again, as always. Can't actually leave it down like that. No, I can't actually, because the turntable wants to spin still. Yeah, it's not a very big workbench, this. It's only like a little plastic catering table. It's nothing fantastic. Let's get that out of the way now, because that's in the way. So, is that free? This is. So we know that the one with the tag is going in there. BC 108. Let's pop it on. Have a little look, see. I wouldn't have thought one of these would go. These are pretty robust. Fine. I didn't think it was that. So we get the damn thing back in there now. So the voltages around that didn't look right. Just didn't seem right, the voltages. It might be okay, but it didn't seem right to me. So something else somewhere is pulling it down, potentially. Well, that's back in. What on earth is it? I didn't mess up and put the wrong cap in, did I? Definitely had two 500s. Jess, how you doing, mate? And the resistor that's getting warm is the one on the output stage. There's two in there. So, I mean, I suppose it could be an output gone, but then I'd still get a signal through the other ones, wouldn't I? So the resistor that's getting warm is the one in behind that big cap there. I just can't quite see it if I move that out of the way. It's that one in behind there. So it is a power resistor. It's a bigger one than all the rest. I mean, it looked like it was touching the other resistor. I don't know if this will let me check a transistor in situ. Red and blue leads shorted. Interesting. They're not. Okay. Let me just check the other ones. I mean, it might be just how it is in the circuit. Two diode junctions. So was it the center and that one there shorted? Yeah, so those two are shorted, but then that might be how it is in the circuit. Let's have a look. That one and that one. Why would they be shorted then? Don? How you doing, Don? No, they're polarized, Anthony. I think. Yeah, they're both polarized. Let's go back to the schematic. So why would one of these be given a short across to the terminals? What's this one? No, that goes through the speaker. That's blocked by that and that. So we shouldn't be getting a short across those two. Or those two. Yeah, not sure why I'm getting a short across there. So there's no amplification past this BC108. Basically, it's to the base and nothing else. So it's not going through the rest of the stages. So it goes down, goes through that one. But then we would get something on the base of the AC126, wouldn't we? Because we know that one's okay. Yeah, see, that stage had that 500 on it. I've now got a 470. Would 30 microfarads stop that working, I wonder? Do we need to go up in size, maybe to 560? See, the other 500's there, which is on the emitter of this one. And that's on the emitter as well. Yeah, I don't know. I might end up just putting it back to exactly how it was. I don't think it's getting excessively hot though, it's just getting warm. Your DC conditions are not right, nothing to do with the caps. I don't think it is, but what's changed, Baz? All I've done is literally change the caps. It was working fine before I did that. Tipping me lunch all over myself. Me Y food. What have I done that's different? Could I have we upset something by putting a new caps in it? Let's have a look at some more voltages then. So BC 108 didn't seem correct voltage wise, did it? How can we prop this up? Stick my solder reel against it there. Right. Let's power it up again. Let's bridge that across again. Right, so it's drawing 60 milliamps. It's not, that is about right. That's about what it was doing before. So there's nothing new there. Let's have a look at this other driver transistor a minute then. Because they are a little bit finicky, those AC 126s. Well, all the ACs do tend to be a bit finicky. If there's anything different, they don't really like it up them, you know. So we're going to reverse our leads. So that's that one. So nothing there voltage wise. Nothing there voltage wise. Okay. Why have we got no voltage on that transistor? Definitely in the right wires, aren't I? Nothing really. Nothing. And nothing. What? So we've got no voltage to that, unless it's shorted, I suppose, but... $86 ohms. 159 ohms. 1.5K, and it's not shorted. But that output transistor there is saying it's shorted. But then if it was shorted, it would be a much bigger, what's his name, wouldn't it? I don't think I've solder bridged anything, Outlaw. I don't think so, Don. So we had a DC bridge on this one up here. This one here. So it was saying that that one and that one, can't blimmin' see it. It's so difficult with it propped up like this. Let me just unscrew it again. It's going to make it easier for me to work on. It's unscrewed. Can have a a bit of a closer look at it once it's out. Let me get me eyes on, see if I can work out which wire's what, and just see if there is any solder bridges in there. You know, like a stray capacitor leg, anything like that. There's a little tiny bit of solder there, but I don't think that's causing a bridge. So it's this one and this one that are supposedly bridged. I mean, there's a hell of a lot of flux and muck up here. Aha! 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 Oh yes, Graham, you put a fault on that one, didn't you, my boy? You did that. I did that. I have found it. Let me show you my nonsense, what I've done. I'll tell you what a fool. Do 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 do. Yes. Oh my. Nothing to see there. Nothing to see. Nothing to see. Nothing to see. Oh my God. Nothing to see. Nothing to see there. Oh my. That was easily done, wasn't it? There's not a lot of gap between that track. So I thought I'd maybe left a solder leg or something on it, but no, it was totally a bridged track by me. Hence the short on the output. Let's hope I haven't killed the output transistor. Maybe why that cap was blowing a little bit hot as well. Okay, still no output. Still no output. Let's try that again. Let's just bridge that for a second. So let's touch the... No. Have I killed that transistor? I bet I have. I bet I have killed that transistor. gonna have to take that one on the chin, and if I have. Let's pop that out again. AC188K. Ooh, that might be a bit of a stretch. Okay, how is this wired then? Always the last one, isn't it? I didn't have the right one first time. It's not metric, is it? Are you metricing me? Seriously metric? No. Oh, you're metric. Okay. Right, let's see if I've killed it. Be careful not to mix the legs up. I haven't killed it. Interesting. Ooh, okay. There's a surprise. What have I killed then? Definitely killed something. Come on. You came out of there. That's the wrong way around, that's why. It's all going wrong now. Little AC units. They had them in, did they? I'm going to have to stick this one back on because I'm getting a bit sweaty now. So there's actually a 5.5mm nut for some reason. Ooh. Okay, let me solder that one back in. I mean, they've not got great gain, those, anyway, have they? None of these old transistors have got much gain. Let's solder that one back in. Let's see what else we can see. Have I shorted something else? Who knows? Just going to check that now. See that the short has definitely gone. I can see another short. I don't believe that. I didn't even go anywhere near that. I've seen another one. What? Have I just done that? Where am I? Right, let's get focused. Yeah, there's another one there. What? I'll tell you what. I'm making my own faults, aren't I? Can you see it? Just there. That's not one as well as that up there. Really? I think it's time to have a good look over this board with a microscope a minute. So let's have a good look over this thing a minute. Come here. Right. So there's potentially one there as well. This is stuff that I haven't touched some of this. That doesn't look great. Anything else? Let's just give it all a... See, that's not shorted there. It's close, but it's not shorted. Right, I think I've got rid of all my faults now. I think I've got rid of them all. Let's try again. I'm saying nothing. I'm saying nothing. I'm innocent. I'm innocent. I'm innocent. How to put your own faults on. I'll tell you what, when I was doing my apprenticeship, one of the things they used to do was you had all these boilers and central heating systems and that, and they did literally go into these combi boilers and put electrical faults on them, and you had to sort of try and find them. It was tough as hell, but blimey good fun. I used to love doing that. Never used to give up on it. So what do you think now then? Have we cracked it, do you think? Of course I've got the jumper wire across still. No, I haven't. Oh yes. We have it. Right. Let's try Eddie. Let's get the base back a minute. We are back in business. A nice bit of fault finding practice, though, wasn't it? It is louder. It is louder. Oh, what a relief. That is a relief, to say the least. Refixed. Well, you know, it shows you, doesn't it? These boards are pretty rubbish. They're not great. So it caused myself about an hour's worth of work there by cocking that up. Look. So I'm going to leave the DIN thing disconnected. I don't know where that goes on. It's not listed on the circuit diagram. It literally doesn't say anything. So there you are. I bet that just in the nick of time as well. Mad. Save a DIN for another time. Yeah, it's one of those things. I don't know where it went on to. I think it just went across the speaker leads. That PCB is very similar to the ones that you get in the Mullard modules. Yeah, very similar to these boards. So the tracks are not very well. They're not very well attached to the PCB. And they're very close together, so it's very, very easy to bridge it, I suppose. That's my excuse anyway. But they're very hard to solder. You can't use too much heat because it just evaporates the track on it. So I did well to get them done, I suppose. But there you go. So I'm sure the owner will be pleased with that. He's got a record player that's fixed in probably, how long do you reckon that took to do, to suss out the wiring and replace those caps? Was that hour and a half, do you reckon? Taking off my massive lash up. That's the caps. As I say, the 50s were the worst ones, but the rest of them seemed okay. Cheers, Aaron. It's not bad, is it? Mrs. is cooking breakfast. The Radiocruncher. Yeah, hi Gio, how are you, mate? I didn't say hello earlier, did I? Apologies. Anybody else I missed? Don missed all the fun. trying to fix my own folks, Don, again. Anybody else I missed earlier that came in and said hello? I don't think so. So there you go. It shows that you've got to be really careful what you're doing. It does help to do it with magnifiers on it, and I didn't do that, to be fair. I normally do, but For some reason today I didn't, probably because it's so hot in here. I decided not to put them on and paid the consequences. Luckily it didn't take out any of those transistors, which is good news. If it had taken those out, we'd have been in trouble. And if I'd managed to fix that a bit quicker, then we could have moved on and maybe looked at the backwards cassette motor, or had a look at Alex's DEF 2001. Well, I say DEF, it's not that DEF, but it's not as good as it should be. I've had a play with it, tweaked the IF on it, and it is a lot better, but still I'm not happy with it. Something somewhere has gone on it. Maybe I've got a solder bridge. Oh, no, you're welcome, dear. When I've got my head in something, I very often forget to say hello to people. Well, it's 2:45. Grand Prix starts at 3, so I'm going to make a move. Just as well that we managed to get that fixed in time, wouldn't it? I can give the owner the good news now. Yeah, it was Aaron, wasn't it? So there we are. It's working. She don't want to dance, but she is now. Cheers, everybody. Thanks again for the super chats and for joining me, and to my patrons and channel members. See you soon.